EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Texans first down.
Get set. 19. 55.
A first down carry now for Miller. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And 12 at the 48-yard line.
Body set. 19. 55. They can't handle with that. Tight right to the right. 26. That's 55. He's coming. Double up. Out.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Here's Johnson. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Finding Fells complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
And the Texans first down.
Let's go, D. Line him up.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A give, the first man through Gillespie, the fullback. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
Check.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Watson, he's going to back away and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. I'm going to have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
In your face. Check safety, check safety.
They'll run with Elliott. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
There you go. 41 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Watch 26.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Let's go, let's go. There you go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A first down throw for Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 43 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
We're set. 19. 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Watch QB drop. 19 to 9. Slam, slam, slam. 9 and 1.
On second down, it's Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
First down, Texans.
Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check your hot read. Check 26. Check 26. 26.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Menardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. This is Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's checking. He's checking. Kill. We're going to 54. Right here.
Prescott down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 26. Check 24. Check 26.
Here's Elliott. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 25, check 25. 26.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
We're going to 54. Right here. Back. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Texans 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Hey, turn it. At 31. No. Off. Time to go.
Now it's Miller running right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Check 99. Check 99. Whip. Watch the whip. 59. Time to go.
To throw is Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got his tight end. It's Fells. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
You set. 19. Check 9. I got you. Shit. Out.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
19. 31.
On first down, Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it again with Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. 2nd down and goal. Watson. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime. Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all. Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish. You obviously don't have a flight to catch. Tomorrow, that'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Kill. Go to 54. Line.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Again, it's Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
41's coming. 41's a money.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Alert 3. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check left. 54. Watch the slant. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. And 59. Screen.
From the end zone, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Check 4. Check 4.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now it all rests on the foot of Kai Forbath. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Watch the twist.
One last throw here for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, baby.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.